Om Sri Sai Ram. My most humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of Mother Sai. Myself Sunil sir. Today we have to start our computer. First of all, we have to do 3 Omkars. Sai Ram. About the computer fundamental, our lesson number 1, how the computer can do the process, basic operations of a computer, input, process and output, all that things. In the CPU there are 3 different parts are there: ALU, CU and storage device. Then after input device, keyboard, mouse, OMR, MICR, barcode reader, digital camera. Then after memory and storage devices, primary or secondary primary memory. In the primary memory, RAM, ROM. Then after secondary memory, hard disk, CD, flash drive, etc. Now next is your storage devices. In the storage devices, first of all we have to learn about the hard disk. A hard disk is a storage device fixed permanently within a computer. A hard disk can store a large amount of data up to 3 TB in a small space. Hard disk is fixed inside the CPU box and it can store large amount of data up to 3 TB, means 3 terabyte in a small space. Next is CD. A CD-ROM, compact disk read-only memory, is a small disk on which around 700 MB of data can be stored. Its capacity is 700 MB. And there are 2 types of CD, CDR and CDRW. CDR means compact disk recordable and CDRW compact disk rewritable. In the CDR, you can record data only once and you cannot change on the data. And CDRW is reusable. You can erase old data and store new data. Next is DVD. A DVD looks like a CD but has storage capacity up to 4.7 GB. Much more than that of a CD. DVD are also of 2 types, DVD-R and DVD-RW, same as the CD. DVD-R is recordable and DVD-RW is rewritable. Its capacity is more than CD. CD's capacity is 700 MB and DVD's capacity is 4.7 GB. Next storage device is USB flash drive, means your pen drive. We are generally called its pen drive. And it is reusable storage device. And its capacity is 4 GB to 512 GB. It's available in different capacity. Easily you can travel or transfer your data. Next is memory card. A memory card or flash memory is a reusable memory chip. These chips are available with different storage capacities from 1 GB to 128 GB. All of you having memory card in your mobile phone also. Digital camera also have the memory card. That's a reusable memory chip. And it's also having the different capacity from 1 GB to 128 GB. Next is cache memory. Cache memory is a temporary memory used to store data that is likely to be used again. It is located between the CPU and the main memory. It is a high-speed memory and can be accessed very quickly. Cache memory is a temporary memory. Whatever data you entered and that will be stored in a cache memory for doing the process. And it is located between the CPU and main memory. And it can access very quickly. Now input devices and memory and storage devices are finished. Next is the output devices. Once data entered into the computer has been processed, and output devices help us to access the output. Some output devices are monitor, printers, speakers, projectors, etc. Whatever input you given to the computer, after the processing, you can see the result on your output devices. The commonly output devices are monitor, printer, speaker and projector. Visual display unit. A visual display unit, also called computer monitor, display the result of a process. The display can be in the form of both text and images. The information displayed on a monitor is known as soft copy. Computer monitors are available in various sizes and types. VDU is the another name of monitor. The full form of VDU, Visual Display Unit. It displays text and images both. And there are different size and types of monitors available, like as LCD, LED, and their size can be measured in the inches. 15 inch, 18 inch, 20 inch, different sizes are available. Next is printer. A printer is used to print text or images on a sheet of paper. As the output given by a printer is on a sheet of paper, therefore this output is known as hard copy. Printer are of mainly two types, impact printer and non-impact printer. In the printer you can print text or images on a sheet of paper. Whatever you print on a paper, that's called as a hard copy. And there are two types of printer, impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printers, these printers use a print head to strike an ink ribbon to give an impress on a sheet of paper. A dot matrix printer is an example of an impact printer. A dot matrix printer used dot to form an image. A dot matrix printer is an example of an impact printer. Whatever you print by the impact printer means dot matrix printer, that will be printed with the dot form. All of you see in the railway tickets, your electricity bill, all that things are printed by the dot matrix printer. You can see the railway tickets, all that data will be printed in a dot form. Next is non-impact printers. Printers that print without making any impact with the paper are called non-impact printer. Inkjet printer and laser printers are example of non-impact printers. You can see in a picture, this is a dot matrix printer and this is inkjet printer. It is example of non-impact printer. Laser printer, this is also a non-impact printer. Both are non-impact printer and this is a impact printer. In our school office, you can see this printer is available. In the inkjet printer, ink is there and that ink is used to print. And in laser printer, one powder is there that called the toner. You fill that powder and that will be used to print the image or data. Next is plotter. A plotter is much like a printer and it is used to produce high quality drawing. It draws continuous lines using a pen. Plotter are more expensive than printers. Plotter are used to print design of aircraft, ships, machines and plans for buildings. Plotter is more expensive than the printer. It is used to print high quality images like as your hoardings, banners, design of aircraft, ships, machines and plan of buildings. All that things are printed by the plotter. And their image quality is too much high. Next is LCD projector. A liquid crystal display means LCD. Projector is used to display computer output on large screen. You can see in our projector room, AV room, the projector is there. You can see the output on a big screen. This is a projector. Next is classification of computers. On the basis of their size and performance, computers are generally classified into three types: microcomputers, mini computers and supercomputers. There are three generally types of computers. First is the microcomputer. A microcomputer is a small computer with a microprocessor as its central processing unit. A microprocessor is a computer processor in which all the components are part of a single integrated circuit or chip. A microcomputer is used by a single person at a time. Desktop computers or personal computers used in offices, schools, homes and so on are microcomputers. A microcomputer is a small computer with a microprocessor, means CPU. And in the CPU, there is a single integrated circuit or chip. At the time, only one person can use it. In the school, office and home, whatever computer are used, that are the example of microcomputers. We can also call that desktop computers or personal computers, means PCs. Next is mini computers. Mini computers have more processing power as compared to microcomputers. They are used as server in network. They have more memory and can therefore store more data as compared to microcomputers. The IBM system Z9 and Z10 are examples of mini computers. You can see in a picture, this is a IBM Z9, a microcomputer that is developed by the IBM company. It's more powerful than the microcomputers and more expensive also. It is used to store large amount of data. Size is also bigger. Next is supercomputers. Supercomputers are the most powerful in terms of processing speed and memory. They can execute billions of instructions per second. Supercomputers are used to scientific research, weather forecasting, underground studies, etc. Cray 1 and Blue Gen L are example of supercomputers. Supercomputer is most powerful computer. Its processing is too much high, speed is also high and memory is too much high. It can store more data than the mini computer or microcomputer. And it can execute billion of instructions in a per second. And these computers are used to scientific research, weather forecasting, underground studies, etc. And Cray 1, Blue Gen L are example of supercomputers. Some of the supercomputers developed in India are FlowSolver, PACE, Param and Eka. These are the developed by the India. Now keywords: CPU, the processor of a computer that performs operations depending on the instructions given to it. That's called the CPU. ALU, the unit that does all types of arithmetic operations in the CPU. That's called the ALU. CU, the unit that manages and controls the activities of all other units in the CPU. That's called the CU, means control unit. Next is memory, the hardware that stores data and instructions. That's called the memory. It stores all the data and instructions. Next is RAM, the part of primary memory that stores data and instructions temporarily for current use. That's a RAM, random access memory. ROM, the part of primary memory that stores data permanently. That's called the ROM, read-only memory. Next is summary. Data is provided to the computer using an input device's processing of the data is performed by the CPU of the computer and output is given by an output device. A computer performs for basic operations: input, process, output and storage. The CPU has three main components: arithmetic logical unit, means ALU, control units, means CU, and memory unit. Primary memory is two types, RAM and ROM. Some secondary storage devices are hard disks, CDs, DVDs, USB flash drives, and memory cards. Computers are generally classified into three types: microcomputers, mini computers, and supercomputers. You have to write down keywords and summary in your notebook. Then after, you have to write down the exercise. Today's class is over. We have to do the Om Shanti Shanti. Next time we have to start the new lesson. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram. Take care.